What's going on? Welcome to Asian Cosell. If you give me the HKO special, help the king out, hit the like, subscribe, and comment. So let's get back into this again. Stephen A. Smith and Pat McAfee. So they want to. He wants to address the feud between them two. So let's get into a little bit of this article here. So here is Stephen A. Smith sends an important message amid accusations of Pat McAfee feud. But he seems not to have addressed one important issue brought up in the report. So, Stephen A. Smith was under fire following a report that he and fellow host Pat McAfee were feuding, but the First Take host quickly shut the report on his own podcast. There's no dispute whatever, Smith said on the Friday episode of Stephen A. Smith's show. So Smith was addressing a report by the New York Post Thursday, March 7th, said the two got into an explosive argument that led to Smith banning McAfee from First Take. That point was denied by Smith on this podcast. There's no banishment from First Take or any show, Smith clarified. He is more than welcome to come on the First Take in the future. I'm going to be more than welcome on his show. But while Smith denied the confrontation, he did directly deny the explosive argument that took place. The Post reported that the argument took place during a private conference between the two uh, pro- project that Smith was producing, and it led to McAfee calling Smith a mother effer. The part that was never addressed by Smith was over the 7 minutes that he discussed that post on the Instagram. Instead, Smith doubled down, explaining his reason for supporting McAfee alongside others in the business for growing their brands like networks like ESPN, also building themselves independently the same way like he's trying to do with his own show. But I cannot tell you how thankful and grateful I am to Pat McAfee, to Shannon Sharp, to Ryan Clark, Smith said. The list goes on and on. Individuals who had the courage to go out there on their own and create a platform which ultimately evolved into a business that they then monetize because you have a linear network and others want to come on board and pay them for the content, thereby enabling them to get paid while being independent content and business owners without necessarily being employees. So Smith point focused on the show on how the Pat McAfee show was licensed and not bought by ESPN, in a move that allowed McAfee to be paid a reporting $17 million a year while also continuing other endeavors, like as commentator for the WWE. This is the same thing Smith's partner Sharp has been doing with a successful podcast Club Shay Shay, which is signed on with The Volume, the media company of FS1's Colin Cowherd. So whether or not Smith and McAfee had that fight, it's clear that Smith has taken the same approach he has in the past with regard to other reports about feuds with other fellow sports media members. He took the same approach when going back and forth with Meadowlarks Media Dan Lebitard, and but who he mentioned among sports media personnel he respects, and it seems he's doing the same with McAfee now. So we win where I go, Smith says, because I don't win alone. I win because of all those people that I mentioned and the help they provided me and will continue providing me. And I reciprocate in kind that what teammates do, leave all the chirping all you want to. And that's divine and conquer stuff going on. It ain't going to work this way. It never will. Remember, I said that. So, yeah. So, I don't know, but that feud that went on, you know, with Mr. McAfee there. Part of it, I think, there is some. I'm going to say it. There might be some part jealousy of Stephen A. Smith, even if it's like, no, I'm not, because Pat McAfee had his own platform. He just built his own thing, and he came out and does whatever he wants. He doesn't give a f what you think. So, and in the case of Stephen A. Smith, you know, yeah, he's building his own podcast now, but he still had ESPN that kind of controlled a little bit, not, you know, to an extent. So, yeah. And that's why, like earlier, he said, "Oh yeah, Pat McAfee's white and he doesn't have." No, it's just that Pat McAfee didn't have to give a damn because he started his own podcast, and Stephen A. Smith, working for ESPN. And then now he's got his own podcast. So this is what it is. So what do you guys think? I just think partly on Stephen A's, it's a lot of jealousy on his part, or probably not. I don't know. But what do you guys think? All right. So if you enjoyed this content, please give me the HKO special. Help the king out. Hit the like, subscribe, and comment. So wherever you are, stay safe, and I'll see you in my next video.